Yea, verily. Last time on Dice Funk.
And even if it is a mistake, I will have confidence in Grendel, that it is stronger than any mistake I can make.
But yes, it appears that we have transitioned from the storyteller into the appraiser when Potter went to Gigi, and now we are transitioning from the appraiser to the contract.
I hereby appoint Nobi and Cat to the position of liaison to the Moist Watch.
The item you're here for is called the Akashic Stone, Akashic, and it holds the collective knowledge of the Skalds, Skalds, of the Frost Giants. Basically, the storytellers, the poets.
Yes, delicious. Can I eat it?
In terms of the assignment, the short answer is no.
Yeah, so I think Venta is definitely the person to go to next, both because your head injury and just because if you're going to touch the Akashic Stone, you're going to need gloves, and Venta has all the gloves intact. Mm-hmm. I guess Marino is also a source of gloves. There's always options in Season 8 Grendel. You never have to do what I want you to do. But I think Hale also asks if you are interested in either of the items he has, the baton or the paintbrush. Both of them are magical, and he is experimenting with them.
I would like the paintbrush. I want to make art for my friends. I want to make beautiful pictures for all of my friends and my mother.
I was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats. They keep their little heads from falling in the snow, and I turn round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn your white so red as strawberries in the summertime.
Today, the cast of Dice Funks convinced me that Stockholm Syndrome is not a diagnosis, but rather a fetish.
I
don't think that's what we said.
That's a conclusion that you drew.
I think you're putting some words in our mouth.
No, that's what you explained to me, and we will not be going into it because Austin says this is not Vix's work. So we can't explain why we thought that.
If you want to invite me onto your show, you know how to find me. We can talk about it, Mari, but I don't know that it's really appropriate for this thing we're doing.
Just saying. You have convinced me.
True Detective title sequence, but it says Foot Detective. I was holding on to that one. I just had to say it. Now I'm done. Please carry. Let's start the show.
Thank you.
The Moist Watch are looking for the rocks.
Foot Detective, is this anything? just throwing it out
I'm
there.
going to type it into Google and see what I find.
You know Foot Detective's going to be the episode title now. We're like 4 minutes in and we've already got the episode title.
Feet are a flat circle.
It has to be tangentially related to the content of the MP3.
We're all detectives. We have feet. Foot Detective.
Time is a foot circle.
Stop it, Sophie!
I'm so tired.
So at last we left this adventure, Sophie was playing, or I guess Philippa was playing City Skylines.
What? Oh.
Video game jokes.
Yeah.
I don't play video games. I never have.
Do you want to pick up with her again, or are you just reminding of us like where we were?
I'm actually thinking that for like this foreseeable future, we just do a little check-in while the main investigation is going on, and you just kind of make some city decisions.
Okay, that's kind of sweet. I think that
it's sweet, and not me trying to force consequences for your actions. That's what it is. It's sweet.
Well, one of us rolled the dice, Austin, so whose actions are really yielding the consequences? You do the actions, I get all the consequences. It's a good relationship.
Jonathan Roll20 of the Roll20 fortune.
Jesus Christ. I think that Philippa is a big advocate of public luxury, and she would be really in favor of like not to end up looking like she's just trying to win popularity points as a governor, but just like things that everyone kind of boosts everyone's morale a little bit, even if it isn't the most functional thing. Well, a bathhouse in the middle of winter maybe not the most sensible.
No, because it's warm. Everyone can be warm together.
I mean, if there was I suppose if there was a heated bathhouse. I was thinking first of an ice rink because it fit naturally.
Yeah, I mean, that's the dichotomy of the human soul, isn't it? Ice rink versus bathhouse.
And I feel like she would want to position it close to Neellith's restaurant because like that's the place where people would go and get like nice toasty hot drinks and hot meals, and have a nice little ice skate. That's maybe that's a whole day out. That's her proposed project. That's what she's thought of today.
All right. So I think people who are in favor of the bathhouse project, their happiness is going to go down.
No.
And then you have to kind of manage those meters, and then there's a little advisor will pop up and they're like, you'll regret this.
Oh, God.
Now I'll always be resented for coming up with bathhouse.
I have to choose between faith and order now. Oh, God.
Neelith's meter's going to go up because she gets to look out the kitchen window now and watch people fall over on the ice rink. It's going to be great.
So I will say this. The question I have is, when your little advisor pops up, is it one of the pizza rats? Because I think a pizza rat advisor would be very good.
She can speak to them, so that does make a lot of sense.
And they also can keep tabs on the community without being noticed. So,
Mari, what does the rat have to say about the bathhouse proposal?
Hey, come on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of skimp. I'll look so respectfully, I'll keep my eyes down, but be looking at the corner, But I'll keep it civil.
You don't have to look respectfully. You can be as disrespectful as you like.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. We got a cool girl over here.
Okay, I meant as an infrastructure project, Pizza Rat, not as an ogling opportunity, but you do you, I guess.
Hey, you asked me for my honest opinion, and I gave it, okay? You ask it, don't get mad at the answer.
I see people getting naked for the bathhouse. I like it.
I love Slime as a character, but I would not be sad if Slime died and Mari had to play Pizza Rat for the season.
All right, so the entire season's going to come down to the campaign to save the ice rink before the developers move in, and you got to save it with a dance-off. I hope you're all happy with yourselves.
No, a ski race. A skiing race.
Oh, no. All this sounds like things where Aze will just get horribly injured and more head injuries from. Oh, no.
True.
You're absolutely going to get mangled. We have to address one more Sophie situation. Sorry, it's all on you this week. You have a character sheet I need you to share with the class.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
No
go
worries.
over it.
What do you want to know about it?
All the things that you would want to know if you were a listener.
Wow. Well, I titled the character sheet because the character sheet refers to two people who are working together, Nobi and Kat. They kind of share a sheet. So they're the dream team, is what I've called this. And they've really got some powerful strength and charisma going on, which I think makes a lot of sense because, they're animals, but also because they're animals and they're two animals with like different opinions about things. So working as a unit, right? What's their intelligence and wisdom function? Very low. And together they make one functional barbarian. Is the thing.
They make one combined strong dumbass.
Right, exactly. One powerful himbo together. My boys.
So what type of barbarian are they?
They are a Path of the Storm Herald barbarian, which gives them some storm-related powers. They got a storm aura, which is kind of cool. Which is so like the barbarian class does rages out, right? And
I think the technical term is they go sicko mode.
Yeah,
true. These two absolutely 100%. And their storm aura is you gain a 10-foot aura effect when you start your rage, and as a bonus action on each of your turns. So you get Tundra when this effect is activated. Each creature of your choice in your aura gains 3 temporary hit points. which is kind of cool. And they're like resistant to cold, which I thought was, both like useful for the upcoming arc because of the cold snap Austin keeps warning us about, but also like Nobi has big floof. It makes some sense.
Yeah, so the flavor on this isn't suddenly that they learn magic. It is that the floof is so powerful.
Right.
Anybody who needs some warmth can kind of hit Nobi up to get their warm game right.
Right. He's like, I was born in the storm. I'm indestructible.
I will say that one detail that I like that you picked out is what their background was, and it makes a lot of sense given Nobi in particular.
Well, yeah, I selected for them to be folk hero because, the kind of is a folk hero. But then it asked me for because folk heroes are supposed to have had a humble origin, and so be proficient in one kind of like tradesman tools. And one of the options was weaver, and I just thought that was very funny. If I imagined like cat with their many legs, like just knitting and weaving from like Nobi's wool.
Ants are actually really gifted builders. That's a thing.
I will also point out
true.
several details. I like your characteristics section here, Sophie, because you've done just a great job again. I like their faith Nobi, hair floof, skin lots.
Well, let me hold you up. Faith Nobi, because Nobi was told that he is a god and does believe it.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. I also like skin lots, eyes 4. Height varies, but then of course the gender, which is justice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fill it out. I tried to get him in the mindset of a sheep and an antlion, trying to figure out fill out a character sheet together, and I just did my best.
I love it.
Animals are like, well, what defines me? Justice, obviously. Okay.
Right. I figured that between them, their alignment was chaotic neutral because I kind of picture one of them as being lawful evil and the other being chaotic good, and kind of averaging together into chaotic neutral somewhere.
That's how that works. The math, you do first, outer, inner, last.
Yes.
Or foil. And then you could figure out their alignment.
Fantastic work here.
Thank you.
Actually, there was a new Shin Megami Tensei trailer today, which made me revisit the entry in the Pokedex, if you will, for Myrmecolians from that series. I want to read this to you. A monster whose front half is a lion and back half is an ant. It is said to be born when a male lion impregnates an ant egg.
No.
I'm not done. You thought that was how bad it gets.
Does this happen naturally or with intervention?
Megami Tensei doesn't really get too deep into that, unfortunately.
How big? Wait, no. So if the lion is impregnating an egg, is the egg from inside the ant queen? How big is the ant queen?
Check this one out. This will really bake your noodle. Male lions are actually not very sexually aggressive at all. Female lions are. Male lions are just kind of hanging around being boy toys for the whole pride.
Wait, I'm into this. I like this information.
Really, what you got to imagine is the ant queen coming to the lion like, what's up?
There's a great video of a female lion who's very horny trying to get the male lion to fuck her, and he won't, so she starts biting his balls. And
I've seen that.
I sent that video to my girlfriend, and I was like, "It you."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this a flex, Austin? Are you trying to flex
I don't
right
know.
now?
I'm relating an anecdote to my friends, but I do have more from the Pokedex here.
Oh, no.
It says, because its father is carnivorous and its mother herbivorous, it eats nothing and dies of starvation.
Oh my god.
Is that how that works? They just cancel each other out?
Absolutely not. That's not true in the mythology, and also just not true of biology.
I
Ants
just
are
love the fact
omnivorous.
that it's just like, listen, okay, you can either be carnivorous or herbivorous. You can't be both. There's no such thing.
Here's the
thing that
truth.
eats-
Here's the truth that SMT won't tell you. This creature knows how it came to be, and that's why it refuses to eat. It's like, no, I must.
It's so
I must not continue.
It's trying to make itself extinct as soon as possible.
It comes bored with that little like tape that says "Watch this," and it watches the tape. And it's like, this is how you came to be.
Send that tape to Mari to answer her questions.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like when you found out that like fetishes are genetically inherited, and then you immediately forget it as soon as someone tells you.
No.
Are they?
We're back to the Stockholm Syndrome. We have to explain some things to her off-air audience. I'm sorry.
No, I know. It's just a TikTok thing. I
No.
don't actually believe it.
Okay,
Is it true? There's science behind it. I thought it was fake. Please tell me it's fake.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Me walking up to straight couples and asking them which one's the giant ant queen and which one's the lion.
Yes.
I just do like the idea that nobody who worked on SMT ever saw like a bunch of ants eat a spider or a caterpillar.
I mean, that's the first thing that spoke out to me. I'm just like,
Right.
Ants are not herbivorous. They eat whatever. they'll just eat whatever the fuck they want.
You never played Sim Ant?
Imagine going to the Shin Megami Tensei like dev team and they're like, oh, did you like your game? No. You know why? In this entry for this half lion, half ant, you said this would happen, and that's just not biologically correct. And you walk away.
Your game isn't scientifically accurate.
That's what destroyed Atlas and why they had to be purchased by Sega to save the company. It's because someone realized that. We are 1,000 years into this recording, and we got to get back into the thing we're doing.
Oh gosh!
Okay.
Yeah, listen.
I actually destroyed Atlas.
That was a hell of a millennium. But let's just get back to it.
So the party is going to Venta, the barber surgeon. Are you talking about anything on the way there? A lot's happened. How do you all feel? You want to meet? Get some character voice work?
I hope we can get both some useful information on Venta, and I can get some, work done on me while I'm there.
It feels like it's important with our friend now in charge that we do the thing well. That's gonna reflect, isn't it?
I hope Venta lets me drink the blood off the floor.
Jesus Christ.
I do have the most confidence in us doing the best that we can, but at most I hope that this will ease some of the concerns of others about Philippa being in charge.
Right, we're gonna bring justice to Grendel like an iron fist.
Roll dexterity, please. Saving throws to cross the tarn because the frozen lake blocks the path to Venta's. I think one of the first things, Philippa, you were planning on doing was making a permanent wintertime bridge during the summer.
Indeed.
There's an alternate path, but
I got a natural 20.
Well, no, you rolled 20. You didn't roll D20. That's... You just
Are you serious? Is that not count?
No. He just rolled the number.
2.
I've done that more than once, and been like, oh, that's great. Oh no.
Oh.
Here's the secret: if you don't tell anyone, no one will know.
So Slime trips the very first step and just hits every rock and everything. All the way across.
uh-huh.
I like to think that 20 that you thought you'd rolled plays into this. It's like, oh, I can definitely do, and over you go.
Yeah, Slime just walks straight into it and falls all the way down, hitting every rock and branch and like tree every single way, and somehow all the way back up to the other side. Somehow.
Yep. Okay, so Neellith, you levitate over the ice. Cat and Nobi, with animal dexterity, or their toe beans and hooves respectively, expertly navigate.
Right.
Slime eats shit and Oze eats shit.
Halfway across, Nobi stings Cat, and Cat's like, why?
You jerk! I rolled a 3 for damage for Slime and Oze, not for the scorpion and the frog, just for the dorks. So yeah, if you want to add a stank to Oze's eating shit, you can, but I'm not going to enforce anything more than the 3 damage on him.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what would be appropriate to determine whether this just adds to Oze's concussion counter in this case here. I'll just make an additional dexterity saving throw to see if that just That's a 15. So Ozzy hits the ground but doesn't slam his head into the ice.
You nail the landing. You style it out.
Yeah, exactly. He rolls with the impact and slides along his back, and then just sort of like sighs gently before dragging himself across the ice surface.
Luckily, he's going to a doctor.
So as soon as you make it across the icy, frozen pond here in front of the cave, you see in the distance the barber pole that's attached to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You can see light inside, probably from candles or magical, glowing rocks that Venta has in there. And you already hear his voice from a distance away. He's singing a little song.
Mm-hmm.
It's priest. Have a little priest. Is it really good? Sir, it's too good, at least.
Hi, we're not bothering you, are we?
You enter the cave and you see Venta, who is a bozog. He has a jaunty hat. I think we discussed this earlier. It was a boater hat. Was that what it was called?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
You see he is wearing bladed shoes. Essentially, like he's wearing, it's like gauntlets. All the fingers are scalpels, but as shoes because he does not have hands or arms, just wings. And so he does all his work with his very dexterous feet. And he is cleaning up the shop, moving things around. It looks like just, sometimes you just decide to take everything apart in your house.
Ostrich man, I like your shoes. They remind me of Freddy Cougar, the popular children's legend.
Yeah, I think Venta jumps up on a chair, one of the spinning barber chairs, spins around it like 360 and like poses with the gloves, claws out, and says,
You have some pretty good claws yourself.
Can you remind us what is the info that led us here? I'm trying to remember.
Gloves, I believe, being a thing because of moving the artifact. Touching it would cause all the knowledge to seep in and such, I believe. So moving it with having protective gloves, I believe, was part of the idea.
So we're here on work business today.
We're here to requisition your gloves. Fork them over. It's in the name of justice. I don't see a badge.
I mean, look, we're here to just...
I'll show you a badge, motherfucker.
Ignore the sheep. Ignore the sheep. So, out of curiosity, how many sets of gloves do you have?
Oh, I can't wait to show you.
Venta jumps across the cave to their side and like kicks a button. It's like how people with hands and arms would open a wardrobe to show you their collection of things. Venta like basically pushes a switch with his foot, which opens a hatch in the floor, and you see dozens of different boots. In each of them is adapted for different activities that a bozog could take part in. Some of the shoes have like very fine motor control things for, if you wanted to paint a Warhammer model. Some are just like real big and heavy for trudging through the snow. Some have like surgical equipment because he is the barber surgeon. Those two occupations are the same in the kind of technology period we're playing in. So there's like, all kinds of scary looking sharp metal things attached to various boots. And then there's some that are just like soft and nice and comfortable and, so on and so forth. This is like his prize collection. This is his,
This sounds like if we had the budget for it and I had the knack for it, this would have been like the opportune time for an extended musical number about all the various glove/boots that Venta has and demonstrating all the purposes and uses of them.
Yeah, it'd be like a parody of these boots were made for walking, but they're made for many different things, and each verse describes a new thing.
Oh, I'm so sad we don't have the budget for that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a very elaborate dance number too, but unfortunately, we had to axe it.
Neellith is looking around to the rest of the party for if anyone else wants to tackle this, because Neelith's instinct is to just out and out say we're looking for someone who maybe stole a big magical artifact that's very big and you can't touch it. And we think maybe you did it or you gave your gloves to someone and we don't know who that is. And considering how that went a minute ago, Neelith...
Ozzy's going to like raise his hand as you sort of look around. As Neelith looks around and just sort of steps forward and says, before we get to asking about barring any protective gear, would it be too much to ask for a quick checkup? I wish to indulge in some of your services today, Venta, while we discuss other bits of work.
So in the same way that the different villagers have different mechanical benefits, like you get items from hail, you get clothes from Marina, Venta can remove permanent injuries. I think we've had 2 people get down this season. Slime can switch bodies, so that wasn't really an issue. But you did have a concussion from getting hit in the face with a drill. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what Venta is for, is removing things like that. So if that's what you want to do here, we can definitely do that.
Ozzy's doing it, one, because the headaches are definitely getting to be problematic for him, but also because he feels that it would also ease the mood of the room a little bit, to also show his appreciation for what Venta does as a regular customer.
Ozzy, can I ask you a question?
Is this going to be about blood, Slime?
Yes.
I don't think...
Can I ask?
Okay.
Can I ask it?
I think I know what the question is going to be, but yes, you may go ahead and ask it.
When you get the drill piece removed, can I lick your brain?
I don't think there's a drill piece in my head, just the wound that it left behind.
All right, so then I can lick it now then.
I think that might be best after my treatment here.
So I can lick your head after?
We'll discuss it after, if that's okay.
Is this an inappropriate question?
I've never been asked if someone can lick my head. Actually, wait. No. Drip has asked that question multiple times, but it feels more appropriate for Drip to ask that than in this situation.
I see.
It's a shame Batman isn't as enthusiastic about tongue stuff as Slime is.
Batman?
Oh yeah, apparently Batman's not allowed to do cunnilingus.
Oh, well, guess what? It's too late. It's already in the show.
It's too late. He already did it to me.
Hey, if the videos I've seen on the internet are true...
It's too late. He already ate Catwoman's pussy. It's too late.
You can't take it back, DC.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
This is already getting cut, so I might as well say I saw a tweet where someone was like, not only does Batman eat pussy, he gets pegged regularly and has the sounding in his life.
No, Batman and Catwoman are furries who yiff on in the rooftops with their fursuits on. I don't understand why no one else can see this.
No, I see this. We've agreed on this before.
Thank you.
This is not getting cut. Are you out of your mind?
Oh boy. Well, so Ozzy will just gesture towards the head wound and say, I suffered a pretty rough injury while we were dealing with the good neighbors, as they were all about town, Venta.
Yeah, so there's, I think, a curtain at the back of the barber shop. The other half of the cave is operating theater, which is how they used to do surgery. It was a spectator sport.
Wow.
I don't know if you've ever looked into this. It's real wild the way people used to get nasty inside the body, and if you want to step behind this curtain.
Ozzy will. I like to think there's a little bleacher section for, the pizza rats. I mean, they're everywhere in town. I'm saying it. They like to watch, okay? We know they like to watch, so...
Can I say what Kat is doing?
Yeah, that's what literally I was about to say, is we're kind of having 2 scenes now. What do the rest of you do on the other side of the curtain in the cave?
Yeah, so Kat would be practicing painting, and I think that Kat would definitely be practicing painting the operation, because, yeah, it's the interesting thing to paint.
Give me an intelligence check. Maybe Arcana, in fact.
Intelligence is my lowest. Oh,
It's
no,
tied.
not quite my
It's
lowest
tied, but
thing.
yeah.
That's cool. Here we go. Let's see what happens. 14.
Yeah, with 14, describe your drawing, and I'll tell you the kind of the consequences of this. Because remember, Hale gave it to you to experiment with.
So I think that Kat. Yeah. So I think that Kat. Do you know how in like a lot of really ancient art, like things that are considered more important are drawn much bigger? Like you can tell when pharaohs are having their official portraits because they'll be drawn like twice the size of their parents. I think that Kat is drawing like what's ostensibly the operation, but is actually like a tiny little Venta operating on Aze, and then like slime really big.
Okay, where are you drawing this? On the floor, on the wall?
On the wall. Yeah, on the wall of the barber's. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, cave painting is absolutely a thing. You didn't really get permission, but you're also a cat, so whose fault is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Also, Laura just put a picture of a giant Batman balloon eating a giant Catwoman balloon's ass, is kind of what this looks
Oh,
like.
yeah.
All right, it's all right
That's
when
good.
everyone else says the horny stuff, but when I say the horny stuff, I'm bringing up legitimate points, scientific thoughts.
Look, I just quietly post it in the chat and get on with it.
So Kat draws this Venta, slime, and Aze operation on the wall, and you all can see this, and the little figures slightly animate, like almost like a GIF. You see, the Venta figure balanced on the table the way he does operations with the shiny bladed boots and like cutting into Aze's head, and there's a spray of blood, and the little animated slime figure like just laps it up. It's very
Yay!
hieroglyphic, so it's like big drops shoot up and they go into your mouth.
Yeah.
But it absolutely is animated for a bit, and then it stops. And so with a 14, I want to say you get the sense that the magic paintbrush can make things real for a short period of time. Drawing like stick figures won't have that much of a tangible impact, but if it's something you need in a pinch that isn't complicated, that might be an application of this. For example, you couldn't draw like a assault rifle and have it. That's like it would just be
Right.
It would be like an assault rifle shaped 2D image. But if you drew, for example, a door, and then you could turn the handle and walk through whatever it's drawn on, something of that complexity.
Can it create life?
Mother, I am going to paint a map to where the rock is.
Kat paints a map to where the rock is.
Yeah, I mean, you have a childish drawing of a map with it says like rock is here, but it does not bend reality to your whim.
Excellent use of abstract thinking, Kat. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
My question to you, Austin, is based on the painting, how many hit points is Ozzy going to lose as a result of this operation?
We'll get there. I want to check on everybody on the other side of the curtain.
Slime takes the map that Kat drew and then like shoves it onto their body with a stick that they found, as if they are a refrigerator pitting their child's painting.
Like using Play-Doh on a newspaper.
Yeah, so it's kind of like icky and gross now, but it will be absorbed into my slime mass.
Yeah. Also not a meaningful representation of anything, but I definitely approve of this character moment.
Like getting a tattoo of your child's drawing.
Yes.
Okay. Aze, so on the other side of the curtain, your head wound is getting looked at. Venta says about how magic can do a lot of healing. Obviously, it can close gaping wounds and it can remove, illnesses from the blood. But there are a lot of things that magic doesn't readily do. Getting rid of hangovers and skin blemishes, chiropractic. There's a lot of stuff that D&D magic really doesn't cover. As far as your head wound there, Venta is going to roll medicine.
This might be a time for me to invoke Benefic if necessary.
Ooh.
9.
I'm going to invoke a benefic so they can add a d6 to that roll to make it not a 9.
All right. Probably a correct choice. Wow, a d6. I only rolled a 1.
Oh no, it's just a 10. Well, it's not a 9, I guess.
Yeah. So average. With the 10, I think Venta, gets the sanitizing gloves on, wipes down the area. Like there's these gloves that are basically sponges. He has all kinds of disinfecting liquid. He can dunk them in, clean the spot, look inside, drain the pus, sew it up. But I don't know how much of the effect this is going to have on the long-term damage. Do you want to change the effect from disadvantage on concentration checks to something milder?
Something milder to that.
I was thinking just like a static -1 instead of disadvantage.
A static -1 on concentration checks?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can do that. That makes it a -2 as opposed to just -1, so we can do that.
All right. So your wound gets cleaned up a little bit. The swelling goes down. It's going to decrease the headaches, but you still did get concussed.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do an Arcana or investigation check?
Yeah, we're in the middle of an investigation. I would love an investigation check.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if we all roll that.
I was debating how much damage you're going to roll on Ozzy there.
18.
Ooh, botch on investigation.
Oh!
Dream team, investigate. Come on. Let's see if...
Nobi is lecturing the room about how he'd be a fine philosopher king, and Cat wouldn't investigate unless directly prompted because he's obsessed with the painting. I'm just trying to be true to character here.
Cat, investigate the scene. Unless you want to look at the painting, then don't. But please do.
Oh, okay.
Good cat.
Thank you.
You can't tell cats what to do. You have to just suggest it lightly. So
3.
I tried, Mother.
you did good. You did great.
You have to make cats think it was their idea.
Mm-hmm.
I will paint an investigation.
That is a great idea, Cat. Proud of your innovation. I was told that saying you're proud of your offspring is good. I did not give birth to Cat.
How was I born?
Well, when a male lion falls in love with a giant insect queen, they inseminate their
Wait,
abdomen.
Mother.
I hate this.
What is love?
Love is an amount of neurochemical reactions inside your brain that make you think that you need to be attached to another organic being for purposes of recreation. It also feels very good.
I will think about this for a while.
Those are also neurochemical reactions. Everything you do is just a chemical reaction.
Oh.
But that doesn't make your life any less meaningful.
I will think about this for a really long while.
Probably should not.
Oh.
Oh no. So on the investigation checks, we had 2, 3, and 18. So the party fails, and the 2 was a botch. So pretty bad. I think what happens here is you're all kind of like poking around Venta's stuff. And you, Neellith, you knock over a bunch of glass containers, which have like scissors and combs inside of the disinfecting fluid, and you smash a bunch of Venta's stuff.
No.
Oops. That's not ideal.
Venta hears that, obviously jumps off the operating table. Ozzy, you're still like tied down, not like, it's not like a hostile thing. It's not a saw. Kind of tied down, but just for surgery purposes, you just have like, light restraints on. And so Venta like jumps down, pushes the curtain aside, runs out and sees all the smashed glass and says, "What the heck?"
Is there more smashable stuff?
Yes, he said trepidatiously.
Nobi smashes more of the smashable stuff and goes, "Where are the rocks?"
Okay, well, this audience, this has been quite a choice they just made.
No! No! I was going to very politely show a thing and say, have you seen this?
Okay, it was a choice and a bad roll that were made. Here's something that was underneath this scene that I'm now revealing, which is we are 17 episodes into the season, and no one has ever visited Venta during downtime. And there was always going to be consequences for stuff like that. But now with the smashing, the consequences happen more immediately than I was expecting. You see Venta, this like 6 foot tall, very sharp dinosaur-like creature, wings spread, just a really enormous wingspan, shadow cast on the cave wall behind him from the candles in the barber shop, and you see his shadow on the wall, which is this impressive raptor, begin to move separately from his motions.
I'm terribly sorry.
Nobi says,
Prepare to perish, Dark One!
No, maybe don't. Really sorry. Really sorry. Terribly sorry.
Roll initiative. Ozzy, you're gonna miss out on
cripes.
the first couple of rounds. Both dizzy and strapped to the table. Very interesting stuff we have going on here.
Wow.
16.
Did not see this coming.
Oh gosh, we gotta rein Nobi in.
No.
Oh yeah, Nobi is awful. This is a character choice.
So Kat, you see the shadow moving. It's bending unnaturally, growing larger and larger, even though the light source isn't moving. What do? You want initiative, and you have cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, I'd like to enter the barbarian rage, but for the actual action, I'd like for Kat to grapple with Venta.
All right. Yeah, let's do a strength contest.
Well, I have a pin move. So that if I'm grappling with someone, I can pin them.
Yeah, you have to grapple me first, don't you?
Yeah, that is that.
Yes, exactly. Oh God, I botched it.
Oh, I crit!
Oh my god!
Strength is my best thing, and I fucking botched it.
Oh gosh.
Good lord.
Austin,
Yeah.
don't do it.
So
Don't do it.
that's a rare and beautiful crotch we have there, the crit botch. And that, I basically have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck I want right now. And I'm gonna use it. So, Kat, you leap forward at Venta, he's wearing these shoes which have these wicked blades on them. There's like surgery, equipment. But what happens when you leap is unexpectedly, instead of Venta striking at you, the shadow peels off the wall and grabs you. Let's see here.
Oh no.
+9 to hit. These stats, my word. 17 and 12.
Yeah, I have 11 armor class.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Your first combat is not gonna go well.
Austin, if you kill my pet in front of me, I'll be upset.
Cat is in a rage, so it's gonna take half damage from this very meaty attack.
Yeah.
65 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
So that's 32.
Mm-hmm.
How do you?
Okay.
How does that feel?
Bad. Real bad, man.
Yeah. So you see the shadow peel off the wall, dive down, essentially grab you out of midair, and stabs you with a bunch of blades you didn't know it had.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you see as the shadow, everyone else sees the shadow grab Cat and start mutilating him in front of you, and you see the shape the shadow takes.
Oh my god, that's bad to see. That's one that's not good on the eyeballs.
Oh, hey, it's one of those dream things. Nice.
Yes, you recognize the Quarry, the creatures from the Dalcor, the Dream Realm, that Neellith was warned are trying to sneak into the minds of the villagers now that they know that the village is here. For a reminder, everybody, they're snake-like. They're kind of long, tubular body, but they have a bunch of tiny arms running up their sides and then 2 giant lobster-like claws. They have a face at the top. Instead of like a snake's head, they're like essentially decapitated, and they have a bunch of eyes kind of like jammed into the neck stump. Just a truly grotesque creature. And it is these huge piercing lobster claws that get rammed into Cat's guts.
It looks like if someone in the Fallout universe had a night terror, what that would look like.
Whew. Yeah, so that would have been 65 damage if you hadn't been in a barbarian rage. Neelith, it's your turn.
Okay, so do we know enough about these things to be like, is this... Presumably this thing is actively impacting Venta's behavior, and if we can defeat this thing in a fight...
Religion.
Venta might be better afterwards? Yeah, I thought we might. Okay, yeah, 11. Slightly above average.
Yeah, so you know that this thing has infested Venta's mind. I mean, out of character, I'm just going to say it's because you didn't visit Venta enough. Not once has anyone visited Venta during downtime. And so he had too much time alone with his thoughts. And now that there is a monster inside of his head, because it's the consciousness that's infested, you, with an 11, I'll say, if Venta is no longer conscious, you no longer have to worry about the monster in the short term. Then maybe there's more you can be done after. But you're with an 11, I'll say your short term goal should be to knock Venta unconscious, and then anything after that, after that.
Yeah, with the stat numbers this monster's doing, that seems like the better plan. Okay.
Aze, by the way, is just strapped to the table. Mid-surgery. Did Ozzy take damage before the fight began? I want to ask as a question here.
I was going to give you surgery damage if Venta rolled low on medicine, but I rolled average, so I didn't think it was appropriate.
Okay, well that benefit saved Ozzy from taking damage. Got it.
Sorry that this is taking me a second. I hadn't anticipated using a thing.
I hadn't anticipated the thing revealing itself.
Nobody anticipates Nobi.
Gosh.
Nobody expects the sheepish inquisition.
I'm going to go for just a melee attack with my frying pan, because if cartoons have taught me anything, hitting someone around the head with a frying pan is a really good way to render them unconscious.
There's a great Sawbones episode about how that's nothing, but...
No, I'm well aware that's nothing, but, Austin,
Yeah.
we're in a fictional world. Can I please knock someone unconscious with a frying pan?
Yeah, your frying pan has rapier stats as a bard. You can absolutely go ham.
That's 5. That's unhelpful.
That's not ham. That's not even bacon.
Neelith is not designed for unconsciousing things.
Okay, so we're trying to hurt Venta.
You're trying to subdue Venta because right now, because Venta was startled and scared enough, the quarry has emerged and is attacking. And since the quarry is tied to Venta being conscious, knocking Venta unconscious would immediately take away the main threat while not addressing the underlying cause, which is there's a quarry in Venta's mind that needs to be dealt with.
Right. I'm just thinking of it from Slime's point of view, who spent a lot of time and energy on Cat and then saw Cat get really hurt. So usually Slime would be very logical about this, but I feel like this might not be one of those times.
Mother, is pain just brain chemicals?
Oh my god, I cast my 4th level Blight!
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Just pure rage and reaction.
Uh-huh.
Slime has never felt this level of upsetness because they put so much time and effort into an entity they did not take over their brain to, and still was able to establish a connection. So this is very important.
All right, Blight is a really cool spell.
Yes, necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you choose within range, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must take a constitution saving throw.
10.
41.
Holy shit, yeah, that's a lot. So, paint me the picture of Blight. I think this is the first time you've used it. So what does it look like when Slime uses this really gnarly spell?
Slime unhinges their jaw, and a horrible cloud of nightmarish spores that look like tiny bugs come out, and they land on Venta and suck this moisture and life out of them.
Wow. Yeah, so that hurts Venta a lot. And since Aze is still behind the curtain, he's going to spend his turn trying to get up and, holding his head as he's still kind of dizzy, try to join the fight. So that's his turn. And then we go to Venta. So there's actually two combatants. There's Venta the Bozog, who has very powerful kicks and is going to attempt to kick Slime for the Blight. Boop. 23. That's going to hit a wizard.
The only way that Venta could miss is rolling a natural 1 if attacking Slime.
Yeah. All right. Wow, 22. Venta puts his foot through your body.
Slime looks at it and still in pure rage. Is just doesn't even care.
Wow.
Grabs onto the foot. It looks right in their eye.
Austin, I hope you realize after this arc, every downtime scene now is going to be Neellith being like, group hangout for everyone in town. That pizza party for everyone in town. Everyone's invited and everyone hangs out.
Attending the pizza party is mandatory. Violators will be shot.
Mandatory pizza parties under threat of death.
Eat the pizza or else.
I sure hope there aren't any kind of environmental challenges to gathering everyone together, like the weather or anything, that have been included in ahead of time.
So the quarry has very badly injured Cat, is going to just like drop you to the ground with its huge claws. It is not fully material in this world. It is kind of like a living thought. So it is partially shadow here, but it's this long serpentine shadow with these giant lobster claws and all these weird glowing eye spots on it. It drops Cat's body. Neellith, you ran forward and bonked him with your frying pan, no effect, and the quarry tries to snatch you up. 21.
Yeah, that is some damage I've taken, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
18 as it snaps its claws around you, and there's a squishing, skin-breaking noise.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think in this case, this is actually Nobi, and Nobi's like trying to sound cool when he goes prepare to meet the long arm of the law, and rams, I guess Rams trying to knock down Venta.
Yeah. Rams are sheep, right? Rams are male sheep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 17.
It's gonna be 5 plus 2 with the let's see,
and then the other one is 10.
All right, so one hits. Although you are technically doing unarmed because you're sheep, you're as a barbarian, you're entitled to a 2d6 weapon. Mm-hmm. So you can reflavor the 2d6 plus strength.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if maybe Nobi has little horns, or maybe has gotten a little helmet for battle or something. I don't know.
No, I think we need a downtime with Marina to get you a little battle helmet.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So that'll be 2d6 plus 6 would be the damage.
And that's 11.
Yeah, the roll could be better, but you run over and you slam Venta with your head, Nobi, and he drops to one knee. Clearly, the blight took a toll on him. He seems like he's getting there. Neellith.
I'm gonna try again doing the bonk on the head. I'm committed now. I want to get that 0 points done by doing a bonk on the head. Mm-hmm. Come on, good roll. 11. Will 11 hit?
No, 11 will not hit.
Bonk. Bonk.
Feeble bonk.
Did you say evil bonk?
I said feeble bonk.
Oh, feeble bonk. Okay.
I like evil bonks better.
I only got 2 benefits left. Try and use one of the benefits for this. I don't know.
Slime. You see, Neellith is trying to bonk Venta as the quarry, the nightmare snake lobster, is crushing Neellith's body with its giant claw. What do you do?
I cast Vampiric Touch. Level 3 because I'm at level 4. Basically, I just jump on top of Venta and try my best to bite through their skull.
Oh my gosh!
It's not working, but just opening up my chest cavity to really get my starfish guts on them, and suck up as much as I can out of their body in order to get revenge on the only organ. Well, there's 2 others. that care about me.
Are you trying to kill Venta is the question.
Well,
Well, let's roll.
Okay, so 10.
Terrible. Terrible.
I don't know why that happens to me.
Oh, no.
Why? Why?
Can Ozzy set up enough on the table to do something on his turn?
So, Aze, you pull the curtain aside. You see what's happening. The quarry has mangled Cat, has picked up Neellith, who is bonking away feebly, and Slime is trying to bite through Venta's skull. This is like a very dramatic moment here. I don't think I said at the top you missed 2 turns, and I don't want to be a little wuss in front of the audience and back out just because I'm scared. And so I'm gonna say, Venta tries to kick Slime again.
Oh, God.
22.
All right.
All right.
30 damage.
I'm dead.
You're not dead. Every time. Every time. Okay.
Yeah, you're unconscious but not dead.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
How does that look, Slime?
My body literally explodes.
Oh my god.
My God.
So
Just explodes everywhere.
Christ.
And in my last dying breath, I say, Cat, eat my body to heal. And then I explode.
all right, so Venta kicks you so hard you pop like a zit. And then
Jesus Christ.
Neellith, the quarry tries to crush you. Strength contest.
You sure you wouldn't rather a charisma contest? I can be very charismatic when I try.
9. Neellith.
3.
Oh no. I don't even think Benefic will help enough because they have to roll 6 to make it even
Oh my
tie.
god! I can't believe how wrong this has gone. If you could turn back time, would you not smash Venta's shit?
I didn't want to smash Venta's shit. I wanted to show a thing.
32.
Okay. I'm still up.
What the fuck, Neellith?
Not by much, but I'm still up.
Holy shit. All right, Cat, we're back up. Neellith is about to be fucking popped.
You've done 50 damage to me. I am still on my feet.
All right, yeah. Venta explodes slime all over the cave, and the quarry picks up poor little Neellith in its claws and is going to repeat that. What do you do?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Cat would go, Mother, no! And, pounce, slam into Venta, maybe slam them into the wall if possible. So it very much is like a bludgeoning attack, is how I'm imagining it. I'll give that a couple of goes, I guess.
Oh my god, this is such a good fight. I'm shaking.
Attack 1.
Yeah, here we go.
No.
13?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, come on.
11! No!
All right. So for the for the 13, I'm invoking Benefic.
Okay, yeah.
Roll d6 and add that to the 13.
Okay.
Roll d6.
Please.
That's
4?
17.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So I get a 2d6 plus 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Ozzy has been unable to do anything this entire
it.
fight.
And attack 17.
Oh my god, paint me a word picture. I'm gonna go lie down. Fuck me.
Okay,
You almost killed us.
okay, gotcha. Cat has been on the ground since being horribly mangled, just weakened and dizzied, but then the sight of his mother being just blown apart across the room fills him with an ungodly rage. And from across the cave, he just launches like a rocket, just his whole body is just a torpedo, and he just slams into Venta. And I assume there are mirrors because it's
Barbershop?
a barbershop. Yeah. I think that he slams into Venta and slams Venta into the opposing wall and into a mirror, which just shatters all over them as he slams Venta into that wall. With his paws pinned to I think aiming for the neck would be like where his like predatory instinct would go.
Yeah, so that's the question is like, yeah, you slam him into the wall, into the mirror so hard, knocks him unconscious. The shadow immediately goes back to a normal shadow, like the quarry just snaps out of consciousness. The question is, does everyone else have to keep you from murdering the town doctor?
100% there is one person who could calm down Cat right now.
Neellith will get in between if necessary and just start shouting, Slime is going to be fine. This has happened before. Slime will be fine. Something evil has overtaken this person. Do not take it out on this person. We need to fix it. Not.
I think Cat. I think I'm just rolling off of the previous roll. Cat like picks up one of the barber's chairs in his mouth and hurls it into one of the currently unshattered mirrors, breaking that as well. But it's just an expression of rage.
Yeah.
And he just like slinks out of the cave.
Damn, that's so sick. So I don't have any NPCs left in this conversation, so it's all up to you how this plays out.
Now, Ozzy was able to hear Nobi, like, accelerate the situation, like, antagonize the situation up.
Yeah, you got a shadow play on the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ozzy just lets out a...
Nobi goes,
Justice!
Ozzy is going to walk over towards Nobi and slap Nobi across the face as hard as he can.
It's escalated so much. I thought this was going to be an episode about looking for a rock. Oh, boy.
You did this to us. I don't understand.
What do you mean Austin did? Nobi did this. But Ozzy is going to slap Nobi just across the face as hard as he can.
Nobi would go,
Don't you know who the fuck I am?
Oh, jeez.
I will tell the governor you did this!
You'll tell the governor, like, if you tell the governor anything, it will be about how you antagonized one of the villagers that you are supposed to be protecting. You are a member of this community, and you do not treat the villagers here like they're beneath you.
Whoa.
Nobi says,
I treat them like they're in their proper place, and I'll treat you how I feel as well.
Oh my god, he's a fascist sheep!
also storms out, like, following Cat.
In the background of this, Neellith, very, 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 very low on health, is just in the remains of slime, just...
Wait, Cat didn't eat my flesh.
I know, Cat was too angry and just left without eating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cat averted, like, recused themselves from the situation to not kill Venta.
Neellith is in Slime's remains, just taking a minute to just be like, I know Slime is going to be okay and is going to be back in, like, half an hour or however long it takes. Still going to just take a minute to, you know, mourn as you would. Her friend just exploded. It's a lot.
Slime recoagulates.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, it's good.
Recoagulates.
Fine.
And just awkwardly takes the eyeballs they can find and an ear. Just observes the very high tension and just pats Neellith on the head with one of the eyeballs and squirrels away.
I'm glad you're okay. It's a lot seeing you explode. I'm glad you're okay.
I move the eyeballs up and down in a nodding nature. Extend one to pat an eyeball on your shoulder. And then I squelch away, you know, as a little puddle.
Yeah, there's a lot to do here. The party's breaking up. Slime needs a new body. That's a thing to do. There was gloves you came for. Venta's unconscious.
Neellith is now mainly just like, oh god, I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. I should have just walked in and gone, hey, do you know where this rock is?
Yeah, in hindsight.
That was the initial plan, and then it was like, oh no, watch for what the rest of the party will do. I'm sure they'll do a better job than me because I fuck things up. Oh no, maybe I should have just asked where the rock was.
Slime comes back and forms their slime body into text message. You did great. You, the letter U, did, and then great, G8.
Yeah, there's not a lot of slime. You got to be economical with the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So And then I slither away.
It's so funny because I came into this episode thinking like they're going to ask Venta about the rock, and I'll just like cryptically mention that no one's ever visited during downtime and there might be consequences. And then that would be like the setup for something later. And then boom, just galaxy brain, incredible shit.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, so tell me what you do. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is it. We're in. This is good shit.
Nobi quietly walks back into the cave. You could say sheepishly.
I won't.
Aze will rest a hand on Neellith's shoulder and say, Come, Neellith, let's just take a moment to recover here. And he will use a third level spell slot to cast a spell that's normally called Healing Spirit, but I'm reflavoring as Essence of the Cycle, which creates a spirit that can kind of basically cure people that are like adjacent or in the spot of the thing for several turns. I believe that's the one I want to use in this case here.
Yeah, this is a famously overpowered spell.
It is indeed overpowered.
Camp in it.
People can camp in it, essentially. Yes. So he's the form of it. What happens is like a spiritual sort of a like a celestial looking tree sprouts up from the ground adjacent to Venta, forms into a full tree, and then little leaves kind of fall down around it to kind of create a little safe little spot in a 5-foot cube. And Aze will lead Neellith over to rest underneath the tree to heal up. Each turn for up to a minute, it can heal 2d6 hit points, and also Aze's invoking his wild shape, his astral form for the cycle. So each time it'll heal 2d6 plus 1d8 plus 5 hit points. So basically, Aze's arms form the shape of like a tree and a leaf, and this whole thing kind of forms in a delicate formation as he basically tries to heal up everyone that has been harmed in the space, including Venta.
Nobi would say, I couldn't find Cat.
I can go find Cat if we should probably find Cat. I can locate creature. I can go find where they've gone. Hopefully, this will help you lot back here. And Neellith is going to use her ability to create a non-magical object that can exist for up to 3 hours, because proficiency bonus of 3. To create what's something we could use to restrain Venta until we have dealt with the problem of you are inhabited by an evil ghost scorpion.
Shibari rope.
Yeah, we could just put Venta on the operating table after we heal Venta up here with, things. So we have the means to do that.
Well, in that case, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, Neellith is going to use locate creature and go and try and find Cat.
Okay, Cat has gone to the governor's office.
Okay, in that case, Neellith has used a very big spell to work out, which probably could have common sense, but she's going to go to the governor's office.
While that's happening, Venta will, Aze will make sure Venta is healed up and end up healing himself in the process, and then get Venta on the table and carefully strap them in.
All right. Nobi and Neellith go to the governor's. Aze stays behind with Venta. And Slime, are you going to get a new body?
Yeah, actually, the plan for the next body was a prearranged agreement with Sun, Moon, Stars that they could pick a new body together. So I don't know if any of you guys seen the 1994 movie Tammy and the T-Rex, where a dead person is resurrected inside of a T-Rex's body. So there's this one part where the girlfriend, played by famous what's-her-face, she's picking up dead bodies and showing them in front of the window while her Tyrannosaurus Rex boyfriend nods or shakes their head on approval on which dead body they want to steal to take over. So that's essentially the energy that Slime and Sun, Moon, Stars are going to have when they're picking the next body.
I haven't seen this film, but I do love that the kind of the dress up montage. You come out of the dressing room in a variety of quick cuts, and your friends.
It's literally that.
Yeah.
It's a montage of her holding up dead bodies in front of a window while a Tyrannosaurus Rex across the street nods in approval or shakes their head in dismissal.
It's a great, terrible movie.
Okay, so if we're gonna do that, like we just this terrible scene of all the high tensions and yelling, and then we just cut right into the montage of just of like the fashion with some 80s throwback jams as Sun Moon Stars sits thoughtfully on a gravestone and is like shaking her head as you come out of the graves in different bodies.
Yes.
So I've actually been thinking about this all season because you pick kind of human-ish bodies the first two times. There's a lot of D&D stuff to choose from. As established, the village has a lot of goblins and goblinoids, so bugbears and hobgoblins, also orcs. But there's some more exotic ones. Specifically, I have been holding my back pocket here thoughts about slime in the body of a demon or an angel.
Oh my god.
Both, I think, could be good vibes.
Ooh, I think Sun Moon Stars would really be into a demon because they're part angel.
Oh yeah, that's
So
that
it's gonna be
forbidden
kinda
stuff.
like, ooh, like a little bit of role play.
Little bad boy.
You know?
A little bit of Stockholm.
Yeah, a little bit of that stuff.
Yes.
Very tall, sexy, dead lady demon.
Oh, lady demon. Okay. Is there any specific lady demons you have in mind if I wanted to change your icon and roll 20?
I don't know. Well, they're still going to be disgusting and decaying.
Well, sure.
But sexy in the kind of the Lady Sylvanas kind of way.
That's a Warcraft thing. I know. I knew a thing.
I don't know anything about Warcraft.
Well, they make the undead ladies in Warcraft disturbingly sexy. So, like that. Where it's like, but not too sexy because slime doesn't like to wear clothes.
So what, you're saying that your character will not have a sexy butt, is what you're saying, right?
They will, but if anyone's uncomfortable with that, just simply imagine a thick layer of slime encrusting the butt, so in case to make it unsexy. But if you want to think of it as sexy, you can take the slime away.
We can't take that from you. I would try. I would do it if I could, but I cannot take that from you. Okay, so we're doing the great montage of
11-foot tall demon lady.
Oh Christ. Okay, I'm gonna say for flavor you can be 11 feet, but that's not gonna have any statistical impact because otherwise.
Oh no, I don't expect it because the body is still corrupted with rot. So.
Yeah. So and also, Sun Moon Stars is kind of little. She is goblin, part goblin. So
That's right.
I imagine when you pick the demon body and she says, "Oh, I love this one," and she holds her arms up for you to pick her up.
So here's the important thing, because every time I've ever created a class that has horns, I've always liked it when the horns stuck out in front of the face. Because I would like to imagine this giant creature I could sit on the horns, and so forth and so on. And that's what will be happening.
There are a lot of horn options vis-a-vis character creation. I know I spent way too long in Dragon Age Inquisition trying to get my Kunari's horns right. You can get in there.
Yeah. Horns as a chair? Yes.
Now it's that that meme with the lady holding other lady against the wall. I think it's from porn.
Yeah.
That's now Sun Moon Stars and Slime's vibe for a while.
Yeah. Okay. Until the next time slime explodes.
Okay, so you're holding Sun Moon Stars up against a crypt with your giant demon hand.
Upon Sun Moon Stars' request.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
But in the distance, people can see the lights shining up into the sky as her eyes roll back.
Yeah.
Upon her frequent request.
All right, fucking hell. Philippa, Nobi, Kat, and Neellith. Let's get that scene once again. Sorry, Sophie, about your life choices.
I guess what, Neellith and Nobi arrive?
I assume that Neellith probably arrives as Kat is mid shouting at Philippa about how no one's respecting your authority or whatever.
I mean, that's a misread on Cat.
That's Nobi's thing.
I'm being exaggeratory. What is Kat saying to Philippa when Neellith walks in?
I think when Neellith walks in, Philippa is petting Cat and is casting. I think she has heal wounds.
Cure wounds, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Oh, Neellith, it's good that you're here. I have heard everything from Kat of what happened.
What started as an overthought, we could have just walked in and asked some basic questions, turned into, oops, apparently we didn't do friendship good enough, and now one of our friends is inhabited by an evil ghost.
Yes, can I talk with you just privately for a moment?
Of course.
Hey, does the governor's office have multiple rooms, or is it just a shack?
No, it's a whole lodge. Yeah, this was.
Great. Okay. Well,
during season, people can stay here. Right now, it's palatial, basically.
In another room, Philippa would ask, I need to know, what was your role, and specifically what was Nobi's role in what happened earlier today?
I did a lot of overthinking rather than just asking, about the rocks. Trying to do some investigation, I tripped over my own feet and accidentally broke something. That snowballed into, are we breaking things? And then big monster thing showed up.
Neellith, I trust you, and you have been the best friend I have had in Grendel, and I need you to do something that I find very hard. I'm going to need you to not give Nobi the ability to talk to everyone anymore.
Oh no, we got one episode!
I will break the news to him myself, but I need for you not any longer to let him speak to everyone, because, at least for the time being, this is causing a lot of problems.
Isn't this a sentient right violation?
Yeah, I think this is sort of when Neellith is going, is, look, before I take away the ability for someone to do basic communication, which feels kind of fucked up to do.
He can still talk to me.
Yeah, just... Do you know where they got this idea from?
I think I have made a mistake in how I have treated him, and I have given him the great big boots.
Look, you're in charge, and if that's how you want to handle this, sure, but I ask that you try and talk to them and give them a chance for this to not be how we do this.
Look, like I said, I trust you. You have been the best friend I have had here. This is really hard for me, and I don't mean... I think I've made some mistakes. And like you and Aze told me, I don't think that a mistake can be bigger than Grendel, but this certainly has been one, I think. And I'm trying to make the best situation now that I can.
I know, I know this isn't easy.
Perhaps you could take responsibility for this if you feel strongly that his speech should not be taken away. And if this happens, or anything like this comes close to happening again, then he knows that you will be able to stop this.
I honestly believe that this is a case of Nobi being told something that they can be talked through. I don't think this was out of malice, and I don't like the thought of I don't like the thought of someone not being able to communicate with others after they've had that ability. So I will take that responsibility.
Okay, thank you.
First, you assume responsibility for Ruth, then Nobi. Pretty soon, it's like World War One, where there's all these alliances, and then a single thing goes wrong, and you have to take the fall for 100 crimes simultaneously.
Oh no! This is Neellith's problem. Neellith is gonna try her darndest to be the glue that holds this place together, and that's gonna come crashing down. But Neelith's whole thing is feeding off of other people's energy and other people's experiences, and the thought of, as someone who is just survives off of being an empath, not being able to communicate after being able to communicate seems terrifying, and doesn't seem like it's like something that Nobi needs to go through.
I think Philippa dries her eyes a little and like sniffles, because her eyes are getting a little moist there, and like she's just like, I don't think she was like full on weeping or anything, but she was just like a little clearly starting to tear up, and she says, "Thank you again. I will go and talk to Nobi now, and I need you to report to me on what is going on with him. Frequently.
I will. I'll keep you lit in.
The final thing with these two would be like Philippa goes into the other room, and like you hear Nobi be like,
Mother, this is outrageous. Aze hit me. You need to listen.
And you'd hear like as Philippa like closes the door to just be alone with him, you'd hear her say like, "No, Nobi, you have to listen." And then the door would shut.
All right. So does the group eventually come back together?
Yeah.
What do you do about Venta? What do you do about the gloves? What do you do about the rock? This investigation went from 0 to 60, and now we're on the ride.
I mean, Aze is going to clean as efficiently as he can, and then check on Venta to make sure that like Venta is like as well as can be in their unconscious state.
Medicine check me.
Medicine. Cool. I have a +8 to that, so hopefully this goes well. 17.
Nice. Yeah, I would say that considering that they were smashed viciously into a wall, nearly had their throat ripped out, and then blight, which essentially rots you from the inside, Venta should be in very bad shape. Venta has never looked stronger and healthier. Quarry are challenge rating 7, which is almost the strength of the entire party, and there's one inside of him. So when he wakes up, he's going to be dangerous. You do not have to worry about him. With a 17, I'm going to say that there's going to be some non-medical intervention, some kind of magical intervention needed to solve this problem. So that's something that the party needs to consider. It's like a whole second part of this investigation now.
I want to do everything I can to make sure that when you wake, you will be back to your old self, Venta. And he gives Venta a little like hug, pets them gently, and then proceeds to make his way back to town, going across the lake, and
couldn't help himself, folks.
And rolling a 13, so he gets across the lake this time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, where does that? Everyone meets back up at the governor's?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Including slime?
Yeah.
Because I got my bod now. Okay.
Oh, okay. Then Kat would like limp up to Slime. Kat's still like half health right now. Would limp up to
Kat, you did not consume your mother flesh. Are you all right?
And Kat would like look at this like 10-foot tall demon woman, and like sniff like trepidatiously, and then
Mother, is that you?
Yes. And you didn't eat your mother flesh.
I had to exit to avoid civilian casualties.
You did a great job controlling your neurochemical reactions.
I will explore these neurochemicals through Art.
Seems like a great idea. Any art you make, I will pin to my body. Bring it to me immediately.
Aze will pet Cat gently and say, I cannot express how thankful I am that you showed restraint in that moment. Venta it should recover from their injuries, but there is still work to be done. And then, as he says this, Aze's arms glow with the tree and leaf as he casts a second level Dignify on Cat and heals them 8 plus a bonus.
Oh, thanks, bud.
He just sort of sighs softly and says, it appears that when we were being accosted by those from the realm of dreams, that there are still lingering touches of them upon the village. We'll have to double check on everyone to make sure that everyone is accounted for, but for now we need to make progress on the governor's request.
We need to find rocks.
Indeed.
We do, but the person that we ideally would have asked,
Is still unconscious.
currently is unconscious and full of evil ghosts, and until we can deal with that, we probably can't wake them up and ask them. And I don't know what other leads we have right now.
We were going to ask about gloves. We should look for gloves.
We should look for gloves.
We can look for gloves while we also look for the rock. Unfortunately, that last lead has dried up, so we might have to ask someone else in the village about what they know.
Are any of your other friends shadow demons?
There's a possibility that some might have been tainted by the quarry, but
Fake friends, am I right?
I can't say for certain who might be among them.
Quick, listening audience, you probably have tallies of this stuff. Who have we been neglecting?
No, players, stay out of the Discord. They're going to give you all the answers. They're too smart.
That's fine, there's currently a 1 week delay. They can't help us. We're in the future, bitches.
Yeah. So with that in place, Ozzy's just gonna roll his head over like the remaining villagers and just thinking, okay, let's see here. Probably not Potter, probably not Applewhite, probably not Ruth. This is an object that has a large amount of information. Part of me thinks that it would be of interest to the machine, or the genius, or Shoko in some capacity. Even though it's stories and legends, it's still information.
All right, do you go to the dump?
Yeah.
All right, as you approach the walls of the dump, there is a gate. It is locked. You hear hammering.
Hey, the back!
Oh no, fuck.
Hey, rats.
As you approach the gate and the rats start their whole thing up, you definitely hear Shoko over the sound of hammering say, "You know the deal, snacks."
Hey, I don't think he's got cast talk with animals on him. What the? That's so rude. What? Hey, sucker, cast it. Cast the talk with animals. Oh, all you hear is squeaking.
Cat and Nobi are animals and can talk with animals, right?
Oh.
Because they just are animals.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Nobi would be like,
Hey, big cat, you got any thorns you need me to pluck? You know what I'm saying?
Are you coming on to me?
I don't know. Are you responding?
You
Hey.
you are 8 inches long. I am.
Exactly.
No.
Hey, Mimicolian, apparently that didn't stop your parents.
Half of my body length is my tail. Pizza Rat Jr., you stop trying to have sex with that bug cat right now.
Neellith starts offering some food through the gate.
All right, so you're gonna spend one of your snacks, Neellith?
Yeah.
All right. So
Hey, all right, this ain't half bad. It's not as good as my mama's Baba Goosh, but you know, I don't know what the real name is. I'm sorry. Gabagoop?
you mean gabagool or baba ganoush? Those are two different things. Have you combined them?
Baba
Is there-
Goosh. Baba Goosh is a.
This is an alternate world where Italian rats have gabagoosh.
It's that horror film, you know, the Babagoosh.
Yes.
Oh no! All right, so So Neellith, you start with I think 4 snacks. Is that how many snacks you start with? It's proficiency.
Yes.
So you spent 2 on talking tongue sandwiches, and now you spent a third on talking to Shoko. So you have 1 left.
So I got 1 left.
The pizza rat tries taking it though.
Cat growls at it.
All right, I think it's animal handling.
Hey, I'm walking here. Give me
The
that.
pizza rat can have 1. I assume that the pizza rat will return the favor later in the campaign by telling us secrets they know.
Oh, I'll turn the favor there. You know, a little wink. Ah.
Pizza rat will remember this.
And Cat rolls a 19 for animal handling on top of that. Just.
And am I 8 inches small or 8 inches big? You know.
Jesus Christ.
The animals. We've got full Animal Crossing this season. Fantastic.
Do they serve baba goosh at the mandatory pizza party?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my mom makes it. We bring it. Nobody ever eats it because they don't want to hang out with the rats. They think they're better than us.
It's the perfect avatar. It's the perfect aperitif for the pizza. You see, you just gotta you have that. You have your slice or 3 or 8 if you're feeling a little, fancy.
You put the gabagoosh on the pizza, it feels great, but nobody wants to eat the things the rats bring.
And then you finish, and then if you still need a luxury, you can have a calaboni. Okay, it's like a stromboni and a calzone. It's a calaboni.
Shoko hops over to the gate and's like, "Hey, I'm the one with the silly voice here. What are you all doing?"
My 19 animal handling could just be Cat saying,
Oh, I'm watching you, rat.
I hope you are.
I'm watching you walk away.
I bet you are. You're checking this out. See ya.
In the new Shin Megami Tensei, there's gonna be a half Mirmacoli and half rat.
Hate to see me go, but love to watch me walk away, I see.
Shoko takes the last snack, unlocks the gate, and just says, "You guys are weird."
You don't know the half of it.
Yep. So we haven't spent that much time with Shoko. I mean, obviously the genius did a bunch of scenes, but this is going to be some of your first time speaking with her. She's a gremlin, the smallest member of the community. She has the glove that the genius made with the needles. She has the burned book. A dangerous little character. It looks like the Pokemon Sableye. I think when I told the history of the gremlins becoming more mainstream, I left out a part, which was that it was an Air Force superstition that eventually got made into that movie in the 80s by Joe Dante.
Yeah, you talked about this, yeah.
Do you know how it got out of the Air Force?
Was it a pizza delivery?
No. There was a British pilot, an RAF pilot, by the name of Roald Dahl.
Oh.
oh my god.
So that's who we have to thank for Gremlins being a thing, because Dahl wrote a book for Disney, and they were going to make it into a movie. They ended up not doing that. It was made into a short with Bugs Bunny. But how that went from military legend to kind of neo-mythology is Roald Dahl, author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So that was another part of the story left out. Anyway, Gremlins.
Huh.
Fantastic.
Huh.
Also, I believe he's canceled for anti-Semitism, so not an endorsement.
Oh, he was a shitty dude, yeah. Also, tidbit, the show Absolutely Fabulous, I think is based on his daughter.
Oh, yeah, someone showed me that. It was extremely upsetting for me. A lot of child abuse in that show, which is supposed to be a comedy.
It shouldn't be a surprise that Roald Dahl is bad when the second you stop and think about the Oompa Loompas for more than a few minutes, you realize,
Oh, right.
It's all bad. Anyway, so Shoko's here for your questions about rocks and dreams.
Yeah. Cat's like, Nobi's like, Are you a demon? And Cat's like,
That's not what we're here for.
and Nobi's like,
Oh, right. Did you steal a big rock?
Shoko's like, I could be a demon. Let me check. And then she opens the burned book, and you see fire flow out of it and into her eyes as she burns arcane knowledge into her brain. And she goes, no, I'm not a demon yet.
But I am.
Neellith is just going to have confidence and do the plan that she should have done last time. Low-level detect thoughts and conjure a little mini version of the big rock.
hey.
Do you know what do you recognize this?
Okay, so you're spending a detect thoughts to see Shoko's thoughts. I just want to be clear about that. Because
Yes, to low-level see Shoko's thoughts when this is presented.
yeah. So you see Shoko's surface thoughts. She's imagining ripping open Slime's ribcage with a claw hammer to look inside and see the organs. She's thinking about the baba ganoush, the gagoosh, the bagoosh. I don't remember what we even said anymore.
The bagoosh.
The Batman Gooch.
Yeah, she's thinking about snacks. She's thinking about how she misses the genius, but nothing really about the rock. She says, I don't know what to think about that. That's not really it's my thing. Not enough gears, not enough sprockets. I love a good sprocket, don't you? Not enough sprockets these days.
Hey, sprockets are pretty fascinating.
It contains deep knowledge.
Yeah, so if you tell Shoko about the Akashic Stone, she'll say, I don't think anybody in the village could lift that, but Farmer Applewhite, you need to be a giant to lift that. I'm just a little lady. Look at my little hands. Look at the tiny little wrists. I couldn't lift it. Silly.
And then Aze thinks, and honestly, the fields could provide a place to hide such a rock, honestly.
She is just a little lady.
So to answer your question about the rock, Shoko doesn't know anything. Detect magic doesn't lead you to believe she's lying, but she does tell you the true fact that nobody in the village but Farmer Applewhite could lift the Akashic Stone.
Aze will then follow up and ask, so that sigil that we used to enter the dream realm, Shoko, it's currently inoperable as far as we know, correct?
Yeah, the whole thing exploded. I came out of it like a hurricane.
You absolutely did. It appears that there might be problems inhabiting the dreams and minds of some of the others in the village, but...
You didn't happen to meet a weird scorpion thing in there, did you?
I didn't go to the Dalcor. I went into the past.
Okay, I don't know how time travel works. I don't know if you have to go through there to get back in time. I don't know. Is it like a door in there somewhere? I don't know.
You're asking the trash lady dream questions. Why don't you ask your dream horse?
We could ask our dream horse. We have a dream horse.
We do. They would know more about the quarry than anyone in this village would, so...
They could join the Moist Watch.
Would this unbalance the moist to dry ratio? The wet to dry ratio?
For the audience, my suggestion to Sophie, in addition to the ice climber situation we find ourselves in, one of them was just the Alabrije. I was just like, you could just be the psychedelic rainbow horse.
Mm-hmm. The Viva Pinata horse, basically.
Yeah.
Ozzy's like, well, that does give us a couple of leads to work on.
Trash lady, you make machines.
I mostly take them apart, but sure.
Well, on the Applewhite could lift the rocks on her own right, but did you make anything that would help people lift things recently?
No. I know people have been coming around since the whole, the genius destroyed half the village thing. And people are very sensitive about their things being stepped on.
It would be earlier than that.
That is true. Shoko didn't think about that because Shoko does not really care about the Akashic Stone. But yeah, that's true. Now, she says, I don't think I have anything to do with this. I've given you 2 leads. Also, how are you talking? You're an animal.
I had a magic sandwich.
I'm bored. Get out of here.
Thank you for your time and answer, Shoko. They were greatly helpful to us.
Shoko, I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you wish to see my internal organs, but I should let you know I'm already taken, and I'm not available for that.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. That's what they all say, Toots. You'll be back.
Well, we'll see, but right now I have to respect Sun, Moon, Star's boundaries. You cannot see my organs.
Aw, that's sweet.
Let's give Venta a little bit more time to rest. I say we go visit Applewhite and see what we can get out of her.
Can I have a side conversation with Kat?
Of course. In fact, I insist on it. I think both Nobi and Kat probably want to have a conversation on the way to the farm.
Kat, the neurochemical processes in your brain are unable to distinguish the difference between what's in your species and is not in your species. So if you choose to follow the neurochemical reactions in your brain to love that rat, I support you, because that's how you were born. A lion fell in love with a giant ant queen and penetrated her abdomen. And then you crawled out and ate your mother. And I love you.
My mother was a queen.
Yes, that makes you a princess.
Oh my god.
Right. And don't let anyone ever treat you as less than a princess.
I am a princess.
Yes.
Oh no. It's the Nobi problem all over again.
Are we just gonna start a whole new problem of, okay, now we've got another animal who thinks that they're...
No, because I've raised Cat well. And
I am a
princesses are
princess.
leaders. Yes.
And Kat seems very, very thoughtful about this.
Thank you for your blessing, mother.
Yes. And remember, princesses can love whomever they wish.
Thank you, mother.
Neellith will walk with Nobi just quietly.
Ozzy walks alone. It's fine.
Arze walks alone, sketches new album. Nobi after like a long time, I guess Nobi is like,
So you talked to my mama.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It seems like you've had a lot of a day today.
So you're responsible for me.
I assume she'd let you know what she was planning originally. The thought of you not being able to talk really sucked. I don't like the thought that you'd be trapped, not able to communicate. That seems really sucky. So
If I cause problems again, what's gonna happen to you?
The impression I got was that you had been told some stuff that probably didn't help, and that what you probably needed was just a conversation about, what was going on. You didn't need losing the ability to communicate. That seems like a really, really fucking sucky punishment, so, I took a chance. I get the feeling that you just... I don't feel like you're gonna go out of your way to be bad. That doesn't seem like you.
I'm not here to be bad. I'm here to create justice.
I know, and we'll get there.
What if you told my mama I was bad when I wasn't?
If I ever did try, there are spells that can be used to make it so that people know what the truth is, but, let's put that aside. If I said you did... I have the opposite of an incentive to do that right now, because if I said you did something bad, I'd be the one who'd have to be punished for that. I have no reason to say you've been bad. All it would do is make things bad for me.
If you said I had been bad, it would make things bad for you.
But, I mean, look, even if that wasn't the case, we're the Moist Squad. I trust you, and I hope with time you can trust me too.
out of character based on what?
Honestly, I mean, look, based in part on Neellith being an absolute just wants to believe the best in people, that is just who Neellith is, but, like, the sincerity of this conversation already feels like, oh, you got told you were all powerful and to very quickly had that step taken down. This is probably fine. You see... Nobby seems genuinely, oh no, am I in trouble? I'm so sorry. And Neellith is trying to be reassuring.
I'm getting a very different read from Nobby in this situation.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good talk. Thank you.
That's the end of the talk. There's no more speculation because that's the end of the talk, and that was Neelith's read.
Okay.
Hey,
that's spicy.
Laura the human is really bad at reading social interaction, so oops.
No, I like that because it was very like, have you told anyone else? It's like,
wait, what? Was that the subtext of what was just happening?
Oh, yeah. The subtext I got was also, so if I do something bad, you get in trouble. So Neellith 100% read Neellith at brackets and Laura read that as a very genuine, sincere. Oh no, I don't want you to get in trouble. What? Why would you do this? No. I read that as like, Nobby's like, I didn't do anything wrong. So
I love this because a weaker role player would have been like, well, my character got yelled at, so I'll be good now. But Sophie's like, it takes more than that to reform a cop.
I'm not confirming or denying anyone's theories or anyone's reads right now, and I know that the fan Discord is going to be blowing up over this when this episode comes out. But that's just what's going to happen.
As someone who look. I know that I can't read social situations, so this season I went, fuck it, I'm going to roll in with a character who can't read social situations. I could do an insight roll to get some insight, but where would the fun in that be?
No, I'm not saying, I'll point out really quickly, I'm not saying that you're making a bad choice or a bad read. I just...
Oh, no, I know. I'm just...
Yeah. Now, the only question I have is Aze in earshot of this conversation or no?
I think Nobby would be avoiding that.
All right, so Aze is like walking by himself ahead of everyone else then.
I believe it's somewhere on my character sheet. I went into this season with Neellith trusts everyone and wants to be everyone's friend and believes in the best in people, and that is going to have consequences, and I will play those out.
Okay. So as the group walks to the farm, Aze is a little bit away from the main group. Slime is giving Cat the birds and the bees talk. And
the ants and the lions.
The ants and the lions. And Nobby is sizing up his latest mark. And you see in the distance the fields of the farm. And it's so fucking cold out. We haven't talked about this a lot because we've been so busy with all the gruesome violence, but it is brutally cold out, and you see all the the stalks and the plants sticking up out of the ground are like tipped with frost, and you don't see Applewhite. You assume she's inside because of the brutal fucking temperature. Can you all roll perception for me?
Aze rolls a 10.
13.
18.
All right. 18, 13, and 10 are all above average. So here's what you see is this large field on the bottom of the village. It's like the lowest point in the village, and it stretches on for some distance. The frost-tipped crops just kind of lazily fluttering in what little wind there is. You don't see the tum-tums or Farmer Applewhite. You assume they're inside. But you do see a figure far in the distance.
What does the figure look like?
It is roughly humanoid. Because you only rolled average, you can't make out too many features, such as species or gender or anything. It has a kind of black outline, and the one thing you can tell about its face is that it does not have one.
Nice. I love that.
Oops. That's my least favorite kind of face.
Oh, good.
Any face is better than not.
I feel like that's a little like face essential. So.
I was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red and strawberries in the summertime.